So now we have 5 major security services. Okay, so what are they? The first service is authentication, access control, data confidentiality, data integrity, non-repudiation. So these 5 services are very, very important. You take any security algorithm, right? Uh, they will be trying to implement these 5. They will be trying to give these 5 services, security services. Authentication. So if I ask someone like, do you have any idea about what is authentication? KB?
Protecting the data.
Pardon me?
Protecting the data.
Authentication. What do you mean by testing?
Sir, can you repeat?
No, I'm asking you, what do you mean by testing?
It's testing the data. It's right or not.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so there are 5 different services: authentication, access control, data confidentiality, data integrity, and a non-repudiation. So as I told you earlier, authentication is a very important service, because we should know who's sending data to us, or otherwise it is very tough to maintain records, because any hacker can come inside at any point of time, and they can give some false information. They can do some false propaganda. So it is very, very important and very tough to implement also. But we have some set of algorithms, right? By using those algorithms, we are able to achieve this authentication. Then access control, as I told you earlier, um, there's a framework, this is a guideline, right? So this access control list will say that what access is given to whom. Fine. Then data confidentiality, that is nothing but encrypting and decrypting our data. Data integrity, it is something like ensuring the correctness of the data. Then finally we have non-repudiation, that is giving services at the correct time, right? Correct service at the correct time. Now if you see that, generally they will say CIA. This you can note it down. CIA framework or CIA architecture, they will say confidentiality, integrity, authentication. These 3 things are very, very important. Right, fine. So now see, this is the general model for any network security architecture. So if you see this architecture, okay, so now if you see this architecture, the same architecture will be used again and again with the different formats for different services. I hope you are yeah, Tulika, you are asking about non-repudiation, right? Non-repudiation in the sense, uh, it is something like a correct service at correct time. Say for example, I'm trying to access a banking server, any banking server, right? That banking server will be dealing millions of customers a day, because in every part of the world they'll be trying to access the bank server. Just to imagine that artificially, if I stop that bank server for 1 hour, actually services are there, but being a hacker, I go and block, I go and stop those services. So the clients, the account holders, they cannot access the bank server. Just to imagine that what will happen. All financial transactions will be kept in hold, and that will be a very big loss to that bank. Fine. So that is called as non-repudiation. We have one attack called DOS. DOS means denial of service. Denial of service in the sense what? hiding server from client or hiding client from server. A server may be trying to trying to reach one client, right? To the server, hacker will say that that particular client is not available. For example, just to imagine that if we are not getting our OTPs, right? OTPs are sent from server to a client. Now we made all our banking transactions are based upon OTP. So hackers will try to do what? They will be stopping that OTP service. Then we cannot complete our money transfer. Fine. So now we'll come back to this model for network security. See, this particular architecture, it is very common. The same architecture can be slightly modified to provide all the other services whichever mentioned, right? So first of all, the sender, he has one message. That message will be called as plain text. Plain text in the sense what? Whatever he typed or whatever numbers he stored or any data, whatever he has. It can be image, audio or video. It can be anything. Now they will be adding some secret information with that message. Then whenever they add the secret information with that message will become secure message, in the sense what? This message is protected. Then that message will be sent to the receiver through that medium. It can be wired or wireless medium, whatever it may be. So now the receiver will do what? He will be receiving the secured message, that is encrypted message, right? Then he will be adding one more secret information, in the sense what? He will be decrypting it, then he will get back his original message. Now just imagine that if we don't have the secure message facility here, we can say that only message is getting transferred from sender to receiver. It's a very simple architecture. Again, I'm repeating it. If you don't have the secure message, those two components here, you see it here. One secure message and the second one is this one. So if you right, if you see the secure message, and here also we have one more block. If you remove these two, it's a very normal data transfer between a sender to receiver. Message, channel, receiver.
This conference will now be recorded.
And the same architecture would be found everywhere. Fine. So now this is the overview of the general framework of network security. Yesterday, someone asked, "Sir, what is the difference between cyber security and network security?" Cyber security, again, I'm telling you, is a very general term, right? In cyber security, we have a device end-to-end encryption. Then we have this network security also. So our syllabus is based on this complete network security, right? How to protect data from source to destination, and how to provide authentication, how to ensure data integrity, how to provide services continuously without any disturbance. So like this, we are going to see, and to implement those things, no, we have some set of algorithms. Those algorithms only we are going to see. Now I'll come back to the point. Yesterday, have you solved it, the problem, whatever I had given?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what you got?
The same value, sir. After 4 times we did it. After 4 times we stop it, then we get the same value of 65, 66, 67, 68 like that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can't hear anything
After
properly. So
we
anyhow,
did that,
I'll say,
yeah.
I'll tell you. See, for example, if I have this data 1001, fine. Then this is my key 41. If I encrypt, the result would be 0110. Now this is first level, level 1. Now I want to strengthen this algorithm, right? I want to increase the strength of this algorithm. So what I decided, I want to encrypt it for one more time with the same key. So if I encrypt it, what I will get? 1001 again. Again, I want to strengthen. So I use the same key. I'll be getting 0110. So if I repeat it for 15 times or 100 times or 1000 times, there will be a pattern. There will be only two results. One is 0110. The second one is 1001. I hope you are getting my point. See, last class we have decided no to increase the strength of these algorithms. Either we can increase the key length, or otherwise we can do the encryption again and again, more than one time. So if I do more than one time, I'm getting same text again and again. So it is not adding any value to the encryption standard. I hope you agree with me. Do you agree with me? Harsha, have
Yes,
you
sir.
tried?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, what happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now, still further, I want to strengthen this algorithm. So what I can do? What can we do? So I would give a simple method. For example, if I have this plain text 1001, and if this is my key 1010, right? I'll tell you. This is my plain text. In round one, I use a key and encrypt it. 0011. In round two, what I do, I'll take this key, I'll perform left shift one bit. So if you perform left shift with one bit, the key will become what? 0101. Is it not? If I perform left shift, right, for one position, then key, this K1, K will become, key will become K2. Now what I can do, I can encrypt one more time, 011, 0101. So now if you encrypt, the result will be 0110. Again, what I can do, K2 will become K3. Again, I can left shift one time. So if I left shift it, the K value, K2 value will become 1010. So this can be encrypted again. Result will be 1100. So I'll repeat it. We want to strengthen our algorithm. So either we can increase the key length, or otherwise we can do it again and again, more than one time, that we have decided. So now whenever we are doing this round for more than one time, you take a key, you perform left shift one time, then add with XOR with plain text. For the second round, again you perform one left shift, then you XOR with plain text. So like this, if you continue, you are able to achieve a very good encryption, right? The data would have been encrypted very well. But here again, there is a challenge. Anybody can guess? Anybody, can you guess? Like there is a challenge. All of you have understood, or should I repeat?
So could you please repeat?
I'll repeat it one more time, right? See, this is our plain text. I hope you don't have any doubt with this, right? This is our plain text. Now I take a key, I name it as K1, 1001. Okay. So now so what I can do, I can perform XOR. So XOR may like we'll be doing 1001. Our cipher 0011. Till this point, is it clear?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So now I want to strengthen more. If I take K1 as for second round in the sense what? I want a key, right? Again and again, I want to see, for example, if you want to strengthen any work, no, we can add some extra steps. Fine. So likewise, I'm planning to add it 10.
1010.
This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, fine. So any cybersecurity algorithm should provide these 5 services: confusion, diffusion, expansion, compression, data substitution, and permutations. So confusion means what? The ciphertext should be confused well. The hacker should not have any clue from where the data is encrypted, right? What is the originating point of this data? He should not have any clue. The second thing is diffusion. The key should be mixed well with the plain text. The third thing is expansion and compression. These two are sub-elements of any cybersecurity algorithm. Data should be expanded at some portions, and again it should be compressed back. Then data substitutions. That is very, very important property, right? So data substitution means what? I'll tell you. I have one data called A. I can say plain text. Okay. So this data I want to send. Now I'm not going to send this data directly. I'm going to use one substitution method. As someone told, we can use Caesar cipher also. I can say +3. +3 means with A, I'm going to add 3. So that will become B, C, D. Now the data has become D. Still the plain text is D only. Fine. We did not encrypt anything. Still we are at the plain text level only. So now I'm going to encrypt this D with the help of a key. So key plus. So after encrypting this D, if I'm getting Z. Now this is from sender side. So receiver will do what? First of all, he will be getting Z. Now he wants to decrypt it. So if he wants to decrypt it, he needs a key. So that key already would have been shared, sent from sender to receiver. So now I'll be doing what? Z key minus means I'm going to decrypt it. So whenever I decrypt, I'm going to get D. Fine. So what is our mapping function here? +3. So here I should do -3. I'll be getting A. I hope now you can understand. You take A as a plain text, and we are implementing a small mapping function that is +3. But the mapping functions will not be so easy like this. They are having their own methods, right? Some I can say some complex methods are there. So hacker will not have any clue. So then I'm getting D. D is a plain text, right? I encrypt D with a key. That key is already sent from sender to receiver. So receiver will receive this key. He will decrypt it again. When he decrypts, he'll be getting D. So that D is applied to the mapping function, that is -3. I'm getting A. So data substitutions, that is very, very important. Why are they doing this data substitution here? If suppose I'm a hacker, I come and I receive this ciphertext G, and somehow I compromised the key also. I got the key also. So then I take this key, I decrypt it. I'll be getting D. Still, it is protected. Without knowing this mapping function, I cannot get back the original value A. Fine. So the limitations, right? Or I can say the hackers are limited here itself with the D itself. If they don't know this mapping function, even if they get the key, that key will become useless to them because they are able to get only the intermediate results. Those intermediate results are not useful to them. Fine. Then to avoid the patterns, I told you that day, if suppose if I say A, B, C, D, this is my plain text, right? I want to encrypt this. So if I encrypt, by chance, if I get 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D, there is a pattern the hacker can try to guess. Now what I'm going to do, A, B, C, D. I'll keep A here. A is coming to third position. D will come here. C may go here, and B will come here. Now we are not going to encrypt ABCD directly, but we are going to encrypt BDAC. Fine. Now you can note it down. All are reversible. If you see here, data confusion is reversible. Diffusion is reversible. Expansion, compression, data substitution, permutation, all are reversible, because if we have the proper set of keys with us, we should be able to get the original data. If you want to get the original data, I should have the complete knowledge about that algorithm. Then I can apply. We are able to get the plain text, right? So if you take some data security standards, I told you data encryption standard. They follow all these methods. They will take a key, they will diffuse the key with the plain text. How to diffuse a key with the plain text? We can perform XOR. Then after diffusing it, they will be having their own methods to expand data, to compress data, to perform initial permutation, right? And they will be having some number of rounds to strengthen that algorithm. So after doing that much, no, we can say data is protected. It is not a very easy task as we think. Actually, according to us, we'll have to do XOR. You take some 4 bits key, no confusion, no diffusion, right? No substitution. If I apply only these things, I take 4 bits to XOR and I can say my data is encrypted. within a fraction of nanoseconds they can break. Fine. So to strengthen this algorithm, what will they do? Of course, XOR will not change. Instead of 4 bits, they will be taking 64 bits. Right? Instead of one round, they will be doing it for 16 rounds. And they will be implementing initial permutation, then data confusion, diffusion, and substitution. Now we got one strong algorithm. So this algorithm, this data encryption standard, was developed long ago, and people were using it. Right? If you see that algorithm, no, we may say that it is very, very tough to break this algorithm. Of course, it was true. That was the strongest algorithm at one point of time. Nobody was able to break. But now they have broken this algorithm, data encryption standard. How much ever tough it is, now they have broken. So by 2000, no, NASA, they felt DES is no more secured one. So they wanted to have a new set of algorithms. They wanted to have a new set of algorithms. So they invited algorithms from all around the world. They have selected one algorithm called AES. AES is Advanced Encryption Standard. So from 2002 till date, this algorithm is not broken. Okay, people are trying very hard to break this algorithm. As I told you, when the quantum computers are coming into reality, they may break AES also. Fine. So this AES algorithm is also having all these four, 5 properties. But the main advantage here is it has 128, 192, 256 bits key length. Fine. So these two algorithms we are going to see in forthcoming classes. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me.